said you can't go home. Real Estate Exposed, brought to you by Signature Real Estate. Real Estate Exposed is all about helping homeowners and those who would like to be homeowners and those who would like to get into real estate.
You're watching Real Estate Exposed, the real estate show. Brandon, do your thing.
Welcome.
Fantastic.
We will never get the intro right.
We always get the intro right. I think that's our thing. It's totally fine. It's allowed.
Yeah.
It can be our thing.
It's so that people tune in at the beginning to hear the fun.
Right.
Watch the train wreck.
You are watching Real Estate Exposed, and if you are watching us, you are doing so on Facebook.com/RealEstateX. If you're listening to us, you are doing so on some podcast, something or the other somewhere. And then at some point, you will also be able to see us, not live, but archived?
YouTube.
Ooh, not live, but archived on YouTube.
On YouTube.
On YouTube. And
Do we have a YouTube page?
I haven't introduced you yet.
Oh.
You're not allowed to talk.
How long have you been on the show?
I just got here.
Is this your first time?
She's in charge of marketing.
Is this your first time, Shelly?
Yes, thank you for letting me be part of
You're
this.
welcome. So
I need you to like and subscribe to our YouTube
Make sure you
channel.
like and subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when we're on.
Shelly had some coffee this morning. Or
Yes,
some
I did.
Bailey's in it. I am Vandana Bala, corporate broker at Signature Real Estate Group, and to my right is Mr. Brandon Roberts, the owner and corporate broker of Signature Real Estate Group, and he's so busy right now sending me stuff to talk about today that I am going to introduce Shelly for him. Mrs. Shelly Panzarella to Brandon's right, and she is the branch manager at Prosperity Lending and a co-host here.
Which would be funny because if it's broadcast and it's flipped the other way around
To the left?
it'd be on the left. But,
So she's on the other side of where I am,
so I don't know
I
actually know
am
how
me.
it appears, but
and that is her.
but we do know right from left. Just so you know,
Yes.
When we're driving. And it's not on automatic driving.
as long as there's other cars on the road.
Except for when you're in another country and you have to drive on the left-hand side. Have you ever driven on the right-hand side? Have you ever driven in another country?
Yeah, but they drove on the right side of the road.
Oh, you haven't visited the other side of the country, of the world. I meant the world, not the country. I meant the world.
I had a chauffeur. We went to Australia. My husband drove. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah, did he
it's
drive
before
on
I had
the
control issues, and I let him just have a way at it.
Did he drive on the correct side of the street?
I think it was kind of awkward, just like pulling out of like gas stations and stuff like that. Because you're like, oh, what side do I go?
You're
And
actually on the other side of the car too, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
are.
so you have to, every time when I went to England, I would just get on the driver's side and everybody just looks at me and I'm like, that's right. It's the other side of the stupid car. Happens.
It is different. It is different.
Yep. So let's talk about stats. You guys ready to talk about stats?
Already?
No, we don't have to.
You
I was
didn't
just
introduce our
getting-
peanut gallery today. We do have a peanut gallery.
We do.
but you can't see them.
I'm ignoring
You're
them.
ignoring them.
No, I'm not. So we've got Chris Bishop in the room and we've got Tom Blanchard in the room. Both of them are with Signature Real Estate Group. Chris Bishop is the general manager. Do you not want me to say something? You look really perplexed
I
right
hear
now.
like a squeaking sound in the background.
Me too. It sounds like somebody's chair is moving, but I'm sitting still.
Oh, it's Tom. Stop moving your chair.
Oh, it is you.
It's the
It is,
magnetic energy you bring to our headphones.
He is very squeaky. So, like I was saying, Chris Bishop, stop doing that. Now that you've mentioned it,
Oh,
that's all I
Lordy.
hear.
Yeah.
Lordy,
So
Lordy.
Chris Bishop is the general manager for Signature Real Estate Group, and Tom Blanchard is our managing broker for our Southwest office. He might not hear it. I think our mics are just sensitive.
Oh, interesting. Oh well.
It's one of those like dogs hearing type
Dog
things.
whistle?
Yeah. Like
If you're
only-
watching us on Facebook, can you hear us? Give us a thumbs up.
Can you hear the squeak in the background? That's all I'm worried about.
Can you hear
It's
us?
a conspiracy. They're out to get us today.
I see a thumbs up in the audience already.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Chris Bishop.
So, you mean you
Legit.
eyeballed him from the side?
Oh, that way.
All right, you guys.
Okay, let's do
Check
it.
this out. New listings in the last 7 days,
5.
1,720. We don't guess
What?
this. 1,720. So that means
It went up.
Everybody's back to work.
It went up
everybody's back to
300.
work.
Went up 300 over last week.
Oh, we got a thumbs up. Vandana's
Yes.
hearing things. No, I'm not. So there is. Okay, I lied. By the way, it's only 720, but it was exciting for a
the
hot minute.
So it's the same as
Come
last
on, if
week.
we're gonna throw some stats on, it can't be made up. That definitely is not exposed.
So for some reason, the little what
The
do they call it?
number?
No, so in parentheses, the parentheses look like a 1. It's 720. I should wear glasses from now on.
Somebody needs to go to the eye doctor.
720 new listings. Brandon, don't look at me like that.
I'm trying to find out where that squeak is.
It's still up though.
It is still up.
I
Yeah.
don't
Are you
think it's-
taking notes?
No, I just remember I was here last week, so I remembered.
It's not up much though, because I think it was around 700 last week. wasn't
Yeah.
it?
$6.99.
I thought you were keeping track this year, Shelley. I thought that was one of your goals was to keep
Is that
track.
is that my to-do list today?
I don't know. Wasn't it?
I didn't have a goal to keep track, but I'm pretty sure I could.
Don't we have to monitor our numbers? Okay. Who
Oh my
remembers
gosh.
what the numbers were from last week?
If you do, I have a great book for you.
Are you gonna tell
A
them?
all
note-
I got.
a notebook you can write down the
notebook you can
stats.
keep track of on your.
Okay. And so sold 820 homes in the
I
last
don't
7
know.
days.
Is
Was
higher
that up or
lower?
down?
I think that was.
I'm not keeping track. It's whoever's listening. So can I ask you what
We
you
need
think?
a new statistician.
Yeah.
A statistician? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Did you just make up a word?
No, that's real.
No, it's not.
I made up a squeak, but I didn't
Spell
make
it.
up the.
Spell it.
Just
So get this. One of my friends told me that the best way to keep my kids on track is to keep changing the password, but to make it words that they have to learn, like how to spell. So
What's their?
they would have
word
to
of
the password.
month?
So the password would be a word
Got
that
it.
they have to learn how to spell, and then they would. That's how they get onto.
I think it's child abuse.
That's how they get on the internet. I thought it was brilliant
That's
because
funny.
statistician.
Can you even spell that? I really do.
Oh my
hear
God,
it.
I
Is
did.
it me?
STATISTICIAN, and that means that it is an expert in the preparation of analysis and statistics. It's not me. It's not me.
All right.
Brandon,
whatever.
pay attention to other things.
It's
like a-
Beta. Does Beta have a mic?
Look at Shelley's
No.
boobs. So we
They don't squeak. I don't think.
Exposed.
my mom listens.
Oh my gosh, I'm red.
Your
So-
mom just turned it off.
I know. She's like, that's enough. So in
Holy schnack.
so in the sold, the least expensive home. So the least
The
price.
least?
So let's do that. Not don't say 3 point whatever.
3.2.
like,
Don't do it.
wait a second. So 98,000.
78.
Ooh, nope. 18,370.
What?
Was it
You
a
guys actually
burned
count
down-
mobile homes?
It was 974 square feet. It had 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, no garages. It was
in Las Vegas.
yes.
Was
Wow.
it burned down?
It was on 230 in the Meridian at the Hughes Center. It must have been
There had to be damage inside.
bank owned. No showings allowed. Auction.
You know, for all my realtors, I said, "Hey, is there a really good deal to flip?" That would have been a good one.
You
I
think
got
so?
$18,000. Just kidding.
Yeah. What would you?
Even
have-
I got that.
What would you had to put into it to turn it around?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's no pictures. There's only a picture of the outside of the community.
Because they wouldn't let you in because it wasn't safe to go in.
Was it an inside job?
Maybe.
And how many days on the market?
So it was
I
on the
wonder-
market for 87 days.
Dang.
What?
But how long before it went into contract?
So
'Cause
days
you think somebody
days on listing to close was 87, and then days on market was 53. So 53 plus 87 is no, that doesn't make sense. It's just 87
It's just 30, like a 30-day close.
before it went into contract.
I do hear it.
I
now.
hear it now.
I know. It's really
I don't
weird.
know what it is, but
It's the ghost of real estate
He doesn't hear it on
exposed.
Facebook, so we're good. It's fine.
No.
Is it just in our heads?
Yep.
Okay. So
Okay,
then
cool.
highest priced, not 3.2.
3.2. No, higher?
6.5.
Not the high.
10. Oh.
McDonald Ranch 4.750.
I had
That
the
would have been my second guess.
That was-
McDonald.
That's what I was going to say next.
Oh, man.
6 bedrooms, 6 bath, 6 car garage. Shelley. 6
Now-
car garage.
Get out.
Now
6
that-
car garage.
That's a
$4
perfect house.
billion.
Everyone gets their own room, their
And-
own bathroom, and their own garage.
Yeah, I like it. You got one in a price range that I could afford, or
With a 6.
$18,000?
Are we doing this again? I mean, it's not like you're moving
No,
anytime soon.
I'm not
That's
moving.
That's the problem.
I
You
know.
keep saying it. But there is a home that had a 16 car garage, and it was $1.8 million.
Where?
Maxed out.
Getting
It was
closer.
I love it.
8,400
Minus the
square
one.
feet. It's in Pahrump. No, I don't know. Hold on. Let me look it up.
Pahrump?
That's closer than you live now.
Over the hump.
Very close. Very cool. You know, I thought that accident today was an
Dude,
accident.
wait,
it was
what?
metered. My street got metered to get onto the freeway.
Oh,
What the
sorry.
hell?
I
Sorry.
was looking at this, not you.
Yeah.
So This home was at the Regency at the Lakes. 1.8 million, 16-car garage, over $700,000
not
in
prompt.
upgrades. It's not. I was kidding when I said that.
1.8.
Don't
The
you know me by
Regency,
now?
is that South Shore?
8,419 square feet. I feel like I can't hear
Oh,
myself.
the lakes being over
Oh, we
here?
hear you.
Can you move my mic? I want to be louder.
Lake Las Vegas or the lakes?
It is the Lakes. So Fort Apache
Interesting.
Lakes in a guard-gated community. 1.8, but 16-car garage? I don't believe it. Should we go look at it?
Did-
Sure.
Didn't it sell?
Was it a
I know,
inside
but we
job?
should still go look at it. Do you think they'd let
Pictures?
us in? I'm looking at the pictures.
Yeah, there you go. Look at the pictures.
Can I,
That's, thanks,
can I come
Tom.
see your house? This,
So glad we got the peanut gallery because what the hell would we do?
Smoke-a-rollies, you guys. It's so it's a tandem 16 car garage.
So it's an 8-car?
So they do hear it on Facebook.
It's
It's
the
written right
ghost
there.
of exposed.
Dude, I would have bought that house.
Alessandra says,
Alessandra.
I hear it too. She's going crazy, just like me. I think it's you. When
Let's
you
give it a
move.
pause. Hold on one second. Can we take a moment?
It's you.
It is you.
Is your thing right on the...
Yes.
It's
nerd.
me.
Stop
No,
touching
it's
the
your
table.
cord.
Oh, it's this touching that.
Man.
Let's start this show all over again, please.
Wait,
so
hold
we're
on.
not all
Let me do
jacked
this.
up.
Hold on. See, I
Man.
shouldn't be.
And she wondered why I kept looking at her, because that's where the sound was coming from.
No.
Could you really tell in your earphones? Headphones?
How about that? Is that better? Oh, it's not my hand. Okay, so it was
It was
that.
the
It was this
cord.
thing touching that thing, and then it was squeaking because I was moving.
right,
Because I like to talk with stuff, hands and face and
And
mouth.
I think by season 12, we'll get this all worked out.
What season
Holy
are we
crap.
on now?
Well, we did it for like
my
5
first
years
year.
before we came back.
I can't believe we did it that long. I was telling somebody about it, and I was like, "Yeah, we did it," and I could have sworn it was only 3 years long. And then,
What'd you guys talk about?
why did we stop?
Same shit we talk about now.
A little bit of this and a little bit of nothing.
A little bit of that?
No more coffee for you. Yep, she's right.
What happened? No more for who?
For you.
For you.
For me? Wait, what? Who are you? Get on here. We're gonna expose you.
No, the main topic we talked about for, I think, at least 2 years was AB 284.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Remember that?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Now it's the eviction moratorium, but back then it was AB 284.
You guys want to talk about that? That's been a fun little run.
Well, we're going to talk about your scenario and what's going
Okay.
on with you, but we'll do that
But
later.
back to you.
But back to me. So, do you think that might be Kim disguised as Alessandra?
No? No, we got a new
Alessandra?
listener.
Okay.
Alessandra, how
Maybe
did you find
Kim's
out
like
about
on-
our show? Thank you so much for joining this
Yes,
morning.
thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm done with
Whose
stats,
friend is
by
she?
the way.
It's Chris's friend. Look at that smirk on his face.
Aw, Chris got such a big smile. How do you know Chris?
Chris just friended her.
Chris, your wife is listening.
She tuned,
So I'm done
she
with
tuned
s-
out 20 minutes ago.
I'm
too.
done with stats. Let's talk about real estate.
All right, let's do it. How
All
about
right.
the, you
I'm
know,
like, who's going to do it?
we got the inauguration. That was kind of cool. Did
that
anybody
was
watch that?
okay. So did you cry? I cried.
When
You
yeah, when
cried?
J-Lo
I did
sang.
because oh my
That was
god,
beautiful.
J Lo was amazing.
Yes.
Lady Gaga was awesome.
Lady Gaga was there?
Yes.
I must have missed that part.
But what did you think about the president?
Oh, yeah.
Not the opening acts.
No, I'm just talking about the opening.
Can't
And then
for the Super Bowl.
and then there was the poet. Do you remember the poet?
Yes.
She was amazing.
That was a very, yes.
Bernie
So
Sanders
amazing.
didn't think so.
Wait, what? Are you watching us while we're here? So we're right here. You can watch us live. Don't worry. So hi Kim. Oh, Kim's there
Kim
too.
is there too.
Love it. Yeah. So it was really cool. I did cry a little bit. I was like, this is kind of cool. Like it's it's history. Like
Yeah.
I know whatever you have to say about Kamala. I don't care. It doesn't matter. who she-
Kamala?
Kamala.
Oh.
How do you say her name?
She,
Why would we say anything about her?
Because she's a. What do you mean?
why,
know. What's-
why would we say anything bad about her?
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm not
mean,
saying.
like, why are you saying
no,
that?
I'm just not you guys, but anybody, everybody, anyone.
Why is anybody saying anything bad?
Nobody's saying anything. I'm just saying.
Then why would you bring that up?
What are you saying
What are you
exactly?
talking about?
I'm gonna stop.
Did you see
right
their
now.
outfits though?
Did
Let's
I
just
say
talk
her
about
name
that. I
wrong?
realize
Hold
this
on.
isn't the view,
I
but
did not say her name.
I'll
wrong.
say something
Kamala
about her, though.
Harris.
I think it's.
As she's looking over Joe Biden's shoulder as he's signing executive orders, you can just tell she's waiting for her turn.
I got to see this.
she looks
So
she
maybe
looks
I should really
nervous.
watch
Listen,
it.
I
Like-
think so. I think what was really cool is that it's a female regardless of
Yes.
what anybody thinks about
You're
that,
right.
like for many, many years, like it's been, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to.
I will
No,
s-
it is a good movement. It's good for our
Yes.
country, and you know, since we're one of the most racist countries in the world,
I thought you were going to say racist shows.
shows.
That too.
A black
Sorry.
woman vice president.
Yep.
I mean,
She's also Indian, by the way.
Asian.
Okay.
Yeah.
but either way,
Indian.
I think it's
Navy,
good for the
middle name
country,
too.
all the way around.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think so too.
You know, their outfits made them look like the little godmothers. Did you see their outfits? Isn't
yes,
that
they were
cute?
all color, like they were all
Yes,
colors of the
almost
rainbow.
like exactly
Yeah.
planned.
So I actually follow the home
Mexican.
edit.
She's Mexican,
Oh, she is Mexican. Thanks, Miss Vicente.
but also Asian
also Asian.
and African American.
Yes, I mean, kind of like I'm, German. So I'm not Scottish. I'm Scottish, and Persian, and
Exposed.
Egyptian,
But either way,
and also British.
either way,
She's all
it's
nationalities
big
in
for the
one.
country.
You're right, Vicente.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's I think
She's of the human race,
she's a human race. That is true. That is true. That is true. Okay.
and
So what
so
else?
I guess we had a lot to say about
So
it.
still,
We did.
Well, yeah. So still not talking about real estate.
Yeah, let's get into it.
We are. All this is going to affect real estate eventually, somehow, some way.
Yes. And so
I
one of
think
the
so.
things that we've been talking about that I sent over to you guys is that there has been a possibility of extending the eviction moratorium until the end of September.
Fabulous.
So what that's going to look like, we don't know yet, right? We are obviously fighting hard, trying to get some more relief. I think ideally the stats somewhere came out that there was going to be billions of dollars of money that was going to be lost in income for landlords. Why not, help some landlords?
So I
with-
think they did sign that.
No, don't tell me that. Don't
the
tell me that.
owners, for the owners, the
That's awesome.
foreclosure moratorium till September already. I think
Yeah.
there's talk of the
The
eviction
eviction.
as well, but
Yeah. How there's been, very little relief for the landlords and whatnot. And so how's yours going, Shelley?
So I got the official letter, the whatever it is, the eviction
from the
The
tenant.
from the
declaration.
declaration. Yeah.
Did you get the Nevada one or the CDC one?
How would you know? Actually,
It says it.
Oh, then it didn't say it.
The Nevada one only has, I think, 3 things that they have to declare, whereas the one for the national, we do a lot of research here before we start, but the national one from the CDC, the CDC one has like 5. So
This one might be the CDC then.
okay,
There's
is it a
few.
full page? Is it a half page?
It's a full page.
Okay, it's the CDC one then.
Okay.
So
Is that better or worse for me?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
It's
You're
the
welcome.
same.
It's the same.
You can't
It's a-
evict.
I know, huh?
Yeah. Well,
That's fine.
So you can evict for right now until there's an extension for any other reason for whatever.
I still can't evict for the Christmas tree though in her hallway, right?
Cannot no unless that's in
Oh,
your
that's right.
contract as a breach.
Could fall and hurt somebody. It's
So-
on the top of our stair. There's like this is an older home and it has one of those pop outs on the top of our ceiling area, and there's a Christmas tree up there.
Got it. Does it
Yeah.
weigh like a ton?
I have no idea. I couldn't put it up there myself.
Was it in the contract?
It was not in the
Okay.
contract.
So there is you cannot evict for non-payment of rent, right? Breach of contract.
HOA violations.
You can send a no cause 30-day.
You can try.
HOA violations, yes.
Oh, okay.
But the Christmas tree at the top of your steps is not an HOA violation. You are not an HOA.
Got it.
Just
Okay.
to clarify.
So the Halloween lights could count for
They-
one.
yeah,
we
if
keep
there's
getting
still Halloween
fines?
lights. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you trying to evict her? I hope
I
she's
don't
not
think
listening.
so.
Is she listening?
It's you come from a place of like, I mean, she's been a great tenant of ours. It's an unfortunate circumstance, and I honestly, we want to try to work things out to the best of our ability, and it's kind of been our open conversation for right now.
So that's the best thing, communication, right?
Yeah.
And that's probably the best lesson for landlords, tenants, is that you need to communicate. Don't think that this is going to go away. Don't think that you don't have to pay rent and you never will have to, right? You'll still have to owe this. I was in court yesterday for a landlord-tenant issue where I represented the landlord, and the landlord actually filed a small claims case against the tenant
For the loss?
for the loss.
So they can go after. They still owe the money.
Correct.
Yeah.
You just can't kick them out of the house. So
So there's, and so I think that's the key, right? Is to make sure that you are in communication, that you are working out some form of scenario with each other so that it doesn't linger as a problem.
can you tell us how that went?
So we're just waiting. The tenant never showed up.
That's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign. Didn't submit a response, which I don't know. I mean, the judge asked a couple of questions to me, asked a couple questions of the attorney, and then when we were done, he said he'll have his decision in 2 weeks. He did ask. I mean, we provided documentation. There was about, I want to say, $17,000 that was owed to the landlord, which was in excess of the $10,000. That's for small claims. So small claims is 10,000 or less, right? So the landlord had asked for the 10,000. No, the 10,000, but it was 17,000. So what? 15 what?
Sidebar.
No, it's 10,000.
It went up
When did it go up?
this morning.
No, it didn't
It
because
But
Did it-
either way,
well, shit, we should ask for more.
yeah, you should have.
You asked for 10?
Son of a motherless.
Hammer time. What's
It's-
happening?
It's weird to me because when I was young and
Yummin'?
dumb,
Oh, yumming it up.
young and dumb, and
Did you taste like candy?
No, and there was a collection, and I didn't show up to court. They automatically granted him a judgment.
Great.
Okay, so that's
They don't show up, so
that's
why
what
does
I'm
it take
saying.
2 weeks?
I don't know, and I think he said that he needs to review all the documentation to see blah blah. I have a feeling, and I hope the tenant's not listening. Probably not. He hates me, but I have a feeling that he's going to file BK,
Yeah, see, there that goes the other direction.
which will suck for. Why are you talking over there? This is awkward to me. I'm right. Oh, you're
It's
telling me
10?
I'm right. Hold on. I'm sorry. I got to take these off. Tell me.
Oh, now she
Tell me
cares
again
that
what
they're
did you want to
talking.
say.
Now it's important.
It's 10 grand. I was about to send a message to the attorney like, hey, you dummy.
Chris Bishop.
Yeah, see, I was
So
We
right.
do not play
Whatever
the
he
part
I
of
just
an
want you to
attorney.
know that this week, Brandon has said I was right. Chris has said that I was right. I'm just waiting on Tom.
I
So
never
that'll
say you're
happen
wrong.
before the end of the day.
Whoever says you're wrong,
Shelly, I'm always right to you.
you're 100% right.
You know why? You know why I don't tell her she's right very often?
Why?
Because it
she
gets to
never
me.
lets you forget.
Okay.
Amen.
So you guys want to hear about the 13
Hammer
things
time.
that will be cheaper in 2021?
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to know.
You want to know?
Sure.
Clothing. During the pandemic, droves of people have stayed home in their sweatpants or other outfits that made casual Fridays look dressy. Department stores took a hard hit after all. Who needs new suits or good shoes just to wear on Zoom? So as the vaccine rolls out, brands will keep fighting for your dough, dangling every carrot from buy one, get one free sales to rewards programs that earn you insider discounts or store bucks to spend on future purchases.
That's
like that.
on everything except for shirts.
On everything except for shirts.
Men's shirts?
Because you
But
had to
even
wear
shirts.
you had to wear shirts on Zoom.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
Most people did.
True.
Most people did, yeah.
Just the tops only. All the bottoms were on the 2-for-1.
And then what else will be
Buy
cheaper
four, get one
is
free.
apartment rents in big cities.
Big cities being.
Big cities. I don't know. Don't ask.
Why is that?
Flocks of employees have proven they can do their jobs anywhere, including from their kitchens, cereal bowls in hand. This will force some businesses to be flexible about working remotely and allow people to continue the move from cities to suburbs as they no longer face a daily commute. More organizations will permit employees to continue to work from home in some capacity even after the vaccine distribution. These are all like very important and smart people that wrote this, so it's not my words. The other thing
In the Inquirer.
in the Inquirer, no, this was I don't know. I'll tell you where it was. Do you want to know the source of the source of the
The
source?
source of
No.
the source.
Reader's Digest.
Oh,
Close enough.
What? Reader's Digest is still out?
I don't know. Brandon, you sent this to me.
my grandma's been gone a long time, so I haven't gotten a Reader's Digest for a long
They're
time.
online now.
Just like the encyclopedia.
I'm reading it online. See the computer?
My
It's
grandmother
online.
would have never read that online. So just
I
so you
know.
know.
Morning,
I know.
Sophia.
But these are kind of
Sorry.
cool, right? So then you've got gasoline. While it is difficult to predict gas prices a year ahead, they're driven by crude oil prices, gas demand, and gas supply. Demand was disseminated in 2020 as people worked from home and limited travel.
You realize gas just went up yesterday?
By how much?
Like
Why?
20 cents?
So, P.S. This article was from a week ago because you haven't sent me shit all week.
Well, I just sent you
Airfares.
one. But
Well,
just
why,
so you know,
why did that happen?
the
Do we know?
second he signed the Keystone Pipeline stop, it went up. And
Who's
and
he? Our president.
President
Your
of
president.
the United States
our
of
president.
America.
Your president. Our president.
All-
My
the
president.
president of the US.
Your president. Your president. Your
All
president.
of our
Your
presidents.
president.
So that's just
They might need more
any
coffee or less
excuse
coffee.
that someone has to raise a price, they're going to, right? So the fear of that, they raise the price immediately, but they're anticipating it's actually going to go up as we are no longer going to be energy independent. We're going to be dependent on the other stuff. They anticipate. I heard this morning actually that crude oil is about $50 a barrel, and they're anticipating it's going to double to 100.
Oh, snip, snappity, crack.
So buy more electric cars.
Well, electricity will probably go up too.
Did you, by the way, notice
Debbie
that?
Downer today.
Did you
No,
notice
it's
that
the
your
facts.
co-
Policies have effects on things.
I agree.
Did
I
you
agree.
did you guys know that Cox Communications is now charging for they only give you a certain amount of internet now, and that you have to pay for extra?
What?
Yeah, it will tell you what your usage is now, and then that you're running out. It's almost like having data on your phone.
But I have unlimited.
Not on Cox.
Really?
You definitely don't have unlimited Cox. That I'll tell you that for sure. Sorry, Mom. And then there's
Leave her alone.
Oh, I'm pretty red.
airfares. They're saying airfares, hotel and
Oh, yeah,
Airbnb
yeah.
stays, student debt. We talked about this
Yeah.
last week,
That-
2 week when
that's-
that was the only time I paid attention to you, when it was like
That's-
the student debt forgiveness thing.
That's supposed to happen.
That's so cool.
10,000, right?
Yes.
Or 50. What do you
That's
guys think?
so cool.
Yeah.
What, $10,000? Does that get
excited.
out of 100 and yeah,
What?
it is something.
So I was watching. Are you guys members of the Vegas Chamber? No, but you
Sort
will be
of.
soon. Okay. So Vegas
we-
Chamber had their preview yesterday,
yeah.
and it was several speakers that talked about different issues that are happening. I have it. In fact, I tagged or stopped it or whatever, halted the thing at the portion that talked about Bitcoin, and they're talking about and so Tyson, if you're listening, congratulations, you were correct. Bitcoin is going to be better than gold.
It just didn't it like crash yesterday or
It went down. It
dove?
corrected.
It corrected. It's
But
a long game.
It is a
According
long
to
game.
Betamax, it's
It
a
is
long game.
Yeah. But I thought that was kind of interesting. So I have it in case you guys want to watch that video about Bitcoin. So we may be investing.
In Bitcoin?
Yeah.
If you just wait a few more years, you can really be sure it's going to take off.
Why? Are you being an asshole?
Why would you maybe investing? It seems to be the thing to go to.
No. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do
Alright,
it. I'm
there
going to
you
do
go.
it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
How will you do that?
gonna do it.
You're going to get with Tyson and be like, how do I
I
do
don't know.
this?
Well, I'm gonna talk to somebody. Somebody's got to know somewhere.
Tyson
Tyson doesn't do anything.
Tyson
he only talks about it.
Tyson,
He-
no,
no,
he
he
does. He's
has.
in it.
Huh?
He's
He
in
has.
it.
Yeah, but he hasn't talked to me about it. Well, I
Oh,
guess
so
we can
therefore
talk
it's
You
not
haven't
true.
asked him
Therefore
about it.
it's
I'm
not-
going to tell you something.
You didn't ask him about it.
He talked to Mike yesterday and actually taught Mike some stuff. So
Did he?
Get
Yeah.
out.
I can't do this.
How long was
This
that
is-
conversation?
This is choking me this side. I have to move it.
So for our viewers, how many of
Oh,
you
wait.
have cryptocurrency while Vandana fixes her ears?
I got it. I just turned
Good
it
morning,
around.
Patricia. Trish.
So
Back
yeah.
to Vandana.
So there's the other thing that they were talking about in this article that you sent me in the Reader's Digest. 9 strange things millionaires do with their money, but most of us have never tried. Simple money moves
Save
any
it.
normal non-millionaire person can
There's
take-
an idea.
make today.
put it in the bank,
Huh?
invest it and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. So Starbucks is apparently going to also decrease in price. Credit card interest payments.
You mean
I'm finishing this article.
You mean their coffee? You
Fudge
mean
sakes, you let me
Jeez.
finish
their
this article.
coffee's gonna go down, or their stocks are gonna go down?
So Starbucks casual meetings
Cost.
over soy lattes. We miss you so. The cafe giant has currently paused its afternoon buy one drink get one free happy hours due to the rise of the coronavirus cases and the guidance to avoid gathering indoors in large groups for prolonged periods of time. Happily, a spokesperson tells Reader's Digest that the company is keeping a close eye on the situation to see why they can or when they can bring back the bargain brew offers. So that doesn't make any sense.
That's
though.
not gonna
It's
be
gonna
more,
go cheaper. How's that going to
right.
be cheaper?
I don't know. See, Reader's Digest, they're confused.
I'm done.
They got
I'm sorry about
Alzheimer's.
This reading. This article is they've got Alzheimer's.
Ashley.
They are not a sponsor of our show.
Definitely
they
not
were-
anymore.
If
We
they
are
were,
definitely
lost
not.
So homes are being built specifically for rental.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Did you get that article?
I did, but
We all have computers. Why am I the only one that's reading?
because you're really good at it.
Because every time we go to say something, you just talk over us.
I'll stop. All right, you go ahead. Go ahead. I'll wait.
No, you're right.
I. That's twice.
So
this
they're
week.
being
I
built
just
for
want you to
like
know.
next gen, or they're being built specifically for tenants?
A growing number of single-family homes under construction around the country will not be listed to consumers, but only made available for rent. These growing numbers of build-to-rent homes could pose greater competition for house hunters, particularly in the entry-level price points, where housing shortages already are abound. Landlords in the suburbs with single-family housing have been reporting record occupancy and fast-rising rents since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Builders are teaming up. Hey, you too. Peanut
Builders are
gallery.
teaming up to do what?
I wonder if we could get the meme of Bernie Sanders just to sit here in front of me.
Or in place of you, just
Right.
Brandon, do you not want to be here today?
No,
It's
I totally do. I love this show.
I love this show. I love this
I
show.
tune in every week.
me too. That's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, we got quite a gallery today.
We do.
What's up, Mika?
Mika.
Girl.
So does anybody know what Reader's Digest is? I'm polling our viewers today.
Pulling the audience.
Give me a thumbs up if you know or have ever seen a Reader's Digest book.
Wait,
Anyone under 30.
do they have? They don't print them anymore.
They used to be little
Yeah.
They're tiny.
Yeah, like
books.
Yeah. Like the kinds that the kids read, like in school, the little
The
paper,
little books
and
that
they were
people-
super thin.
Yes.
Right.
no, they were
Oh,
almost like
just
your,
kidding.
They were thick. Way to pretend.
Trish Delaney said yes.
Okay. Cool.
See?
Cool.
We got one viewer who knows what a Reader's Digest is.
I know, but
That's why they
Oh,
always say
two. We got the Peanut Gallery too. So 3.
all right.
the Reader's Digest version, please.
The Reader's Digest.
Alex.
Oh, that's right. That's what it used to be.
Alex too.
Hey.
All right. So tell me more about what's going on.
So this loan application, you guys know what a loan application is? It's something that we have to actually put together for our clients. Today, it's 4 pages. We are actually going to get trained on our new loan application, which is rolling out March 1st. And this is what it looks like now. So we have to take a borrower through 8 pages of questions.
Like, do they answer it, or you have to ask them to answer it, or you
We don't
fill
let our
it out as
buyers.
they ask?
Buyers are liars. So we have to ask the questions and have them input it. I'm just kidding. Buyers are not liars. But there's a lot of stuff in here. It's like very specific. Do you remember the good faith estimate?
Yeah.
1 pager.
Yeah.
Then the CD came out as like a 15 pager.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how this helps a consumer out because this was introduced by our CFPB of the 08 administration, which is just now rolling out.
Jesus, talk about politics being slow.
I know, but I mean, I will say there
It
is
went
one.
from the administration that put it together to the administration that put it together to implement
Closing the
it.
loop. Closing the loop.
Interesting.
They did add Section 7, which is the military service, which I think is a great add to the 1003. But it is literally like this part. It didn't require
she
a
did
full
this.
page.
So the military
size
service.
does
Part,
matter.
It's about
So-
this size.
What
No.
does that do? I mean, it's
So-
in there to know that they've been in the military.
Yeah. Did you or
But-
deceased spouse ever serve, or are you currently serving in the United States Armed Forces? Yes.
And how
or
does
no?
that affect the qualification of the loan?
Is that to allow you to look for it?
I think it's
as
to ask
VA?
a question. Yeah, because I mean,
Do
truthfully,
you not do that as a lender
I
normally?
think some people don't. And I'll be very honest with you. I actually went through a whole
What?
application and missed asking the question if they've served because some people come out, they don't get disability, right? They're back to civil service, and you don't ask the question, and they want to put 20, maybe they want to put 5, 10% down.
So it's there so that you ask the question. So
Correct.
You know if they can go VA.
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Because I know that there have been several veterans and active duty military that have probably it had been passed over just because it was never asked of anybody.
Got
And they
it.
didn't know.
Right. Is
Interesting.
that right, Tom Blanchard? Yeah, he served on the VA.
VA rep
VA rep. Yeah.
board. Tom
Was this part
Blanchard
of
served
your
on every
initiative?
board.
I will never.
Thank you, Tom, for the 8 pages of application and the one little paragraph.
What was it before?
4 pages.
It's-
It's actually 3.
It's almost as long as the RPA now.
Is it bigger writing?
It is bigger and there's bubbles in it too.
Bubbles.
Look at
too.
it.
So you haven't used this one yet.
You go live on it March 1st, and if we don't, we are going to be penalized as a lender. If we
What's
don't
the
use it.
penalty?
I don't know. I'm not going to find out, but
So you have to, every single time you talk to a borrower, you have to sit down and fill out these 8 pages of documents.
She sends an app link.
I
And
sometimes
they fill out the link on the app. So you're going to have to update your app.
Yes. So well,
that's slick. I'm just
or I
gonna tell
gotta.
you.
I got to update my app or I got to update my team because I do my applications on a notepad that has the pertinent information that ends up being full information on a loan application because my team kind of adds all the information and data stuff in here, but I ask the questions. But yes, our
So
mobile application will take us
Does
through
that
this.
notebook have our stats from last week? Just saying.
Doesn't. Oh, we'll start tracking that though.
Just saying. You should have like a column, like your first page in that book, or the last page should be a column, right? And it'd be like, this is what it was this week.
You know what you should do is get her a notebook.
She has a
I have
purple,
one.
beautiful
You should
purple
bring it.
notebook.
I have lots of notebooks.
You should bring it.
No, I don't want to, and I will not, and you
Just-
can't make me.
Hey, Beta,
You're not the boss of
I
me.
need you to reach out to Reader's Digest and see if they will sponsor our show because apparently 90% of our listeners like the magazine.
Oh, look at that.
10 lashes with a wet noodle. Yes, please. So, sorry, Mom. And then,
That's exposed.
I know.
You and Alex are on the
Gnarly.
same
Seriously.
headspace today.
You
That's
know,
cool.
it's weird because we're normally not as far as stuff, but Alex and I have this love relationship that's loved.
Wait,
Careful,
so back.
you're talking about my father.
I know, I just realized that. So, 4 economic challenges for 2021, you guys. Oh, did you want to say something?
Well, I just to close
Okay,
this on the 1003. Thank you, Vandana. So, one thing that's on here that's new for me. So there's a bankruptcy, right? Whether you've declared bankruptcy, there's a 7, 11, a 13. But what's a chapter 12?
Do you get Slurpees? 7, 11. No?
Does it have to do with?
You
Does
might
anybody
be
know what a
business,
chapter
like a
12
corporation?
bankruptcy is? I thought 11 is business.
That's a restructuring, is it?
I'm not an
Yeah.
attorney, nor do I
Oh.
play one on
So-
this show. So go ask an attorney.
Interesting.
Chapter 12 is bankruptcy basics. No, that was the title of the website. Designed for family farmers or family fishermen with regular annual income. It enables financially distressed family farmers and fishermen to propose and carry out a plan to repay all or part of their debts.
There you go.
It's for farmers and
Wow.
fishermen
So probably
specifically.
why I've never seen that before because
So-
we don't have farmland or fishermen here.
I mean, I was just
Maybe
getting to
Alaska.
that. Would being a weed grower make you a farmer?
Yes.
Cultivator.
Does it? It's called a cultivator. Is that what it is?
If you have chickens, that would make you a farmer.
Really?
If you
I
have
got a
one
coop.
chicken, or do you have to have two? Like, is
Did
it
I
like a
say
team
chickens?
chickens with a so you have to have 2 chickens to be a farmer?
To qualify for a chapter.
To not have dinner, you have to.
So do you have to? So to be a farmer, and this is probably not a question for you, and I don't know who to ask, but maybe an accountant would know this. To be considered a farmer, like, is that a taxable thing? Is that is that what you're classified as for the
So-
IRS, or like what is? How about
Habada. Yes.
Brandon's about to
Who's
talk.
a farmer for tax purposes?
Oh, that's what it is.
So yeah, I mean, there's.
I was
there's
right again.
Rural tax. There's others. Yeah. Anyway, we're going down a rabbit hole.
Definitely.
We
I know,
will.
but I
we
think
will
it's
research that for some future episode.
You know what
maybe.
else I have in my hand? The 250 list.
Ooh, who's on it? What,
There's a lot.
250
There's
from
250 agents on it.
when? From when?
This was 2020.
Total
Okay,
for the year?
for the entire year.
The top 250 list. What would you like me to pull from here?
Start from number 1.
Our number one.
Go backwards. 250, 249.
So
That'll be
Ivan
the same.
Share from the Ivan Share group, he had total of 186 units for $285 million.
Inside job.
Inside job.
There's double dip. What
Dude,
does double dip mean?
He makes my 13 million
That means
look like
he did both
chopped
sides of the
tomatoes.
transaction.
Oh, very interesting. 24 of those.
So
Wow.
24 of his 100 something were both sides.
Yeah.
Inside job.
Inside job.
They were inside
That's
jobs.
the inside jobs.
Who's
Got it.
number 250? Now that person.
Number 250.
Just made it in.
Are we allowed to talk about this stuff?
Sure.
You know, the hard part is it. Okay, so.
Because the document says right across the top, confidential. Go ahead.
I just found it on your cabinet, so I picked it
Whoa.
up.
Oh.
Just kidding.
He's just lying around in the office somewhere.
George Durkin,
Is number
23
250?
units at $10 million total.
So you had to do 10 million to make the top
Wait,
250.
no. I don't think that's how it does.
It's by this is by fees.
Yeah, it's by title fees.
Correct.
Because I did more than 10 million.
So
But
now
why would I have
you're
those title
even saying where
fees?
you got the list. Oh, that's cool.
Vandana Bala is on here as well.
Am I?
But I'm not going to tell you what number you are because they don't come
tell me.
numbered. You are on
Because
the
you're
list.
tied
Hold
for
on.
248.
You're like 246.
How many pages are there?
Oh my gosh, the 12.
Okay, and what page am I on?
You're on page 8.
How many are there per page?
Oh Lord. I know you can't do math, so don't even try to do that fast.
3.2.
Yes, definitely.
Interesting.
Do you
I
want us
made
to
it on
share
the
your
list. I've been
numbers?
wanting to be. I don't care. I just said it was 13 million. It was. I've been wanting to be on that list. So I haven't been on that list since I was a broker for HUD.
Really? Well, look
Yeah.
at us bringing it all back. You're making a comeback, Vaughn
Go
and Abala.
coronavirus. I'm kidding.
Congratulations.
Can we see the list? Yes, Sophia. We're actually, Shelly's going to, there it is. There it is. If you want to see the list, we can.
I'll lay it on that back down on that cabinet
be-
that I found.
So I actually have a list that isn't confidential that I pull from Broker Metrics
There
that
you
is
go.
based on commissions.
What
and not-
number am I on?
And not title fees. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
But that would be more accurate for us to be talking with.
Well, then I won't say anybody else that's on the list, but there are a couple people from Signature on here.
Yeah, Jessica Hallenbeck's on there.
JT is on here.
Jansen Taylor from my team is on there. Becky Ashby
Yes.
is on there. Did Bobby make
Chris Patrick.
it? Ooh, Chris Patrick. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alex Greiner?
Let me see. I can't see that fast. Ellie Morris.
Nice job, Ellie.
This might be the 500 list. Because I
That's-
think it's a lot of pages, right?
That's why I asked you how many people were on per
What's it
page.
say on the top?
It says-
She's so pretty.
it doesn't say.
Okay.
Alrighty.
But I made the list, guys.
Back to you guys.
That's all that matters, along with all the other signature peeps.
Congratulations to everybody who made it on the list.
Correct. And if you didn't, it's okay. We're going to get you there.
Yeah, 2021.
Yep.
Best year ever.
Best year. Best you've seen. Best you. Are you pulling this list or what's
I'm
happening
working.
right now?
Just-
Now let's. What else we got?
Keep your...
Talk about rates, Shelly. Where are we at on rates?
So rates are what you want to guess what the rate is today?
2.75.
Did you read the article?
3.6.
No, was it really? Did I
Was-
get it?
That's
Did I
not
hit it?
fun. Yes, actually,
3.2.
rates have come back.
3.25.
Not yet. Not
No.
yet.
Yeah, thank God.
Not yet. But I think with the new administration, we might see some changes in some of the ways that we are. CFPB, obviously, we have a beautiful new 1003, which wasn't created by our new administration, but they are now being rolled out. Rates actually came back down when they increased a little bit last week. I think that's what I said last week, right?
Yeah.
But not by much. We're still under 3.
I have a great home, and I listed it like an asshole because I should have bought it. So
And you're a really big asshole because you should have told us to buy it.
I know.
You didn't.
Well, it's still.
Was it your $18,000 condo at the
No,
Meridian?
no, it wasn't. It's a pretty good deal. This home sits on like a massive corner lot, and it's just single story in a gated community with a pool. It's just like it's a good home. It would be a great investment for someone else. Obviously, I can't buy it because I listed it, and that's rules, by the way, for those of you who are
Rurals or
rules.
rules?
RULES.
Got it.
Rules.
Wait, so are
One
you
syllable,
saying,
not two.
is this like a need that you're trying to get out there to get it sold?
No, it's going to get sold pretty dang quick. But I think it would make a great investment property
Oh,
if
for hold?
anybody's interested. Yeah.
For a hold situation?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And then I have another single story that's coming up next week too. Also a really good buy, but
Where?
what does that
also
do with
listed
rates?
in Henderson? It doesn't. I stopped
Oh.
talking about you.
Just like every week.
So there's a 2-bedroom single story that's coming up. It's super cute. And that one's in the $300,000 range. And then the other one, it's not $300,000 range. It is $300,000.
So-
the other one's in Green Valley that I was talking about.
Awesome.
Where am I? Where's the
Okay,
list?
so I'm just going
Some
to
of the
tell you.
list. Okay.
Ivan Share is not number 1 on this list.
Ooh, snap crackle pop.
Number 1, 817 units. Nope. Total units, 954 units.
for the year.
404 million,
Woo!
886.
Biscuit.
And this agent's name is MLS Non.
So
You
does
are
the-
great at suspense.
Just so you know. If there's no agent on the other side, there's a status you put in. You would tag MLS
Is that an
non-MLS.
inside deal? Or no, that just means-
No, it means that
No, it means they were unrepresented.
Yeah, one side was
One
unrepresented.
side was unrepresented.
But
That's great.
They
Why
out-
would you
they-
double end it?
why would you?
Why wouldn't you?
You still get paid the same. You reduce your liability. You don't have to represent both sides. Anybody buying a house can come in unrepresented,
Really?
right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how you disclose that on your who's representing who, and also making sure your duties owed is filled out properly.
Interesting.
So if you were only representing the seller, the buyer would sign the duties owed as well, showing that you're representing the seller and they understand.
And they understand.
Got it.
And if you're with
Why
our
would you do
company,
that as a buyer?
I'm going to give you a little inside information. If you only represent one side, you only pay one transaction fee.
I think that's pretty legit for all companies too. Like if you only represent one side, you generally only play one. But I mean,
But so there's another reason why.
yeah.
So,
So who would be next
But
on
I
the
don't
list
think
from
it's
non-MLS?
So here's the thing, right? It
Ivan
would be-
Cher, George Kiprios. Those are your top three.
The Z King.
Mhm.
Okay.
Alexis. Oh, she's I don't know.
Who's from our
That's a-
company that's on
No.
that list
Let me scroll through here because I think it highlights them, makes it easy.
for you? Oh, because
Jessica Allenbeck's on there.
Nice
Alex
job.
Steiner's on there.
Nice.
Vandana Bala,
yeah, buddy.
based on volume.
Okay,
You did three. You want me to say it?
I don't care.
You did.
Oh, commissions?
No.
No.
You did.
Don't tell anybody
You-
what I
you did-
paid.
Listen, I can
Just what I
add.
did.
You did over 13 million.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Cha-ching.
And you were number 267.
Dang, Gina.
Wait,
bad.
so this list is the 500 list?
It's got to be the 500 list.
What the false advertisement?
Well,
Rebecca
technically, I'm
Ashby's on there.
266 because non-MLS doesn't count. I mean, that's like
Jansen's on
one.
there.
That's one bigger.
She's going to try to
That's
make
one
me
higher.
count
Patrick.
these. 2, 4,
Yeah.
6.
James McGuire.
Nice. We've got some.
Juan Rubio. Robert
Yeah, I saw
Gluskin.
him. Yep.
Erica Aki
I probably should have highlighted this when I stole it
on
from
this
the
list. And I've got the top 2,000. just
Oh
so you know.
wow. Okay.
How many agents
We're not going
in the valley?
to start with number 2,000 and go up.
We talked about that last week.
I know. Is it 18?
No.
17.
No.
14.
So
3.2.
actual realtors, there's 14.
Wow.
Thousand.
Just over
plus.
14,000.
You just had your first executive meeting. It was on your. It should have been on your
Agenda.
I just told you.
It's not exact 14.
14,000 agents that could have had an opportunity to be on this list. Is that what you're saying?
Though. Correct.
Okay. Oh. So that's a
Well,
pretty
no,
big.
no. Not correct. Because that's based off of the list that you're holding is based off of title fees, which means that any licensee can do a transaction.
Okay.
Right?
Got
So
ya.
licensee, we're looking at 28,000-ish, whatever.
So this is still
Set your agenda.
less than
Just kidding.
10% of
Calm
the
down.
in Vegas,
Yeah.
not the state.
In the state.
In the state, 28. All right.
Okay. So good thing we went to this because
I told you it was on there. It's a good thing you read them.
I did read them.
I
But
don't know,
I just got so
Brandon.
used to saying it over 14. It is over 14, but it's
So you were
now
right.
over 15.
Holy
Ooh.
moly. So there's 15
15,500
realtors. That
To-
means that they've
total-
joined the board.
Oh, Jenny Lee's on here.
total realtor licensees.
Nice. Okay. Did you know
Leslie Stewart, Erica
that
Hockey.
driven by COVID, about 63% of U.S. homebuyers made offers sight unseen in 2020?
Really?
Sight unseen, 2020.
'Cause they did a lot of virtuals?
2020 shattered previous sight unseen offer records in 2015. So that was the last time people did this.
But I mean, when did the iPad and FaceTime come out?
Was there a COVID in 2015?
No,
No.
shortage of inventory.
Oh, is that why you think?
That's a guess.
Because I remember in 2004,
Wait, I
2005, so I'm going to tell you a secret, but this was from a really long time ago. I don't think it applies. It's past the 180 days. So if I'm in violation, I'm sorry. But I used to have contracts signed by buyers, like ready without a home. Hi.
Mike's wearing a
What are you
man from
wearing?
Alaska is wearing a beanie.
He's cold.
What the heck?
So there used to be, like, buyers used to just leave contracts signed with no addresses on it, just ready to
No,
go.
you just stop it.
It's not allowed.
You just stop it.
It's not allowed.
Yeah.
Well, I did stop it. I'm not doing it anymore.
Well, you guys told me they used to just send in
So long ago.
contracts
It was
for-
also pre-signature, so don't
yeah.
worry.
Hey, so 2015, you mentioned
Can't do it.
what did you say about 2015? Sorry, I was watching somebody walk in with a
I
That-
s-
beanie
that it
on
was
their head.
Sight
high
unseen.
sight unseen offers.
So units sold in 2015 was 30,873 for single family. Today, or 2020 was 32,720. So it wasn't really. Do you think 2,000 is a shortage?
No, so it's same number of homes usually, but the fact of the matter is, what was the inventory?
Where
for them to
Available
select
was
from?
7,224. So it had more inventory than.
Where are you getting that? Look at you with stats.
Stats.
I am so proud of
LVR
you.
year-end stats. Thank you to, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say who this is from, but
Those
found it
stats-
also on
those
my,
stats you can share. It doesn't
Oh.
say confidential.
it doesn't? Are you
Nope.
sure?
No, it's
Okay, thank you to Chicago Title for sharing the information.
You
My
might
girl
wanna,
Valerie Grijalva
you
for
might want to
keeping me
get
in
on
the
that
legit.
list.
For what?
The good stats.
I just read everything she sends me because anything she sends me always has some good nuggets.
Yeah,
you want to
it
know
does.
something funny?
Yeah.
So she sends it to like my old Gmail address,
Yeah.
right? That I never ever check, and she sends it to my work address, right? And so one day I unsubscribed the Gmail address because
Oh,
I get
yeah.
it twice, right? And she called me,
Oh, because you can see that.
and then you know what she did?
What?
She resubscribed me. But you know what? I get it twice, and I'm happy for it.
yeah.
Maybe you'll read it
The
twice,
more
once.
That's right. That's right.
Repetition. Repetition.
So
That's how
what do you
it
guys
soaks
think?
in.
Are we thinking that's why do you think it's the virtual stuff is more now?
3D walkthroughs, there's more available online
Based on
now too. I mean, there's real estate agents who have actually shifted their entire focus on being virtual,
Yeah.
right? Virtual listing appointments, virtual buyers appointments, consultations, virtual walkthroughs, virtual open houses, right?
I've got this. I got the top 5 reasons.
Tell me.
All right, let's
I'm
go.
making 'em up off the top of
Number
my head.
5.
Number one.
Or
Num-
1.
Oh, 5.
We'll start from 5.
Okay.
The fact that you can't get into every property because it might be tenant owned, right?
Okay.
So you'd have to write an offer subject
Either
to
way.
viewing.
Oh, okay.
Number 4 would be a lot of people moving in from out of state, and the inventory is moving so fast that they've got to secure a property before.
That
Okay.
would have been my number.
Number 3, agents can be lazy. Number 2, I don't know.
You just
Probably
have top 3.
probably better information online so that they can
Yeah.
make things.
Or number 1, their agents aren't lazy and they take the FaceTime viewing for the clients.
But would that be classified? That would still be unseen.
I think so.
Yeah.
What is this list again?
Just the
Freaking pay
the top-
attention.
the
Top
top
5
five.
reasons
Yeah.
why we're
why
We have-
there's more offers
Yeah.
of
Sight unseen.
sight unseen. And this
Got
is
it.
according to Reader's Digest, not really.
it's Brandon's
Brandon's
Digest.
readers.
It's the Roberts
And his
Roberts
Digest.
So
The
yeah, I would
Roberts
say
Digest.
the number 1 reason would be technology. right?
Technology, yeah.
The
There you go.
availability of technology.
You
Yeah.
heard it here first.
Ah, that's
We will
funny.
post that list for anybody who's really interested.
Which list?
The list that he
Nobody.
just said.
Oh, the top.
The
our
top.
top
We're gonna have
fives.
to go back and watch that so we can
It's
remember,
just-
right?
Beta's got it. Beta's got her back.
Number 5 was because shit, I forgot.
You're
her.
lazy.
Number 5 was because
No,
Realtors
3
are
was lazy.
Oh,
number 5 was because of tenant occupied properties that you can't get into, or owner occupied
yeah,
that
yeah.
they're
That's right.
actually asking you to make an offer subject to.
but
viewing.
why 15? Why was 2015 also a big time when there was?
I mean, I was reading the article, but you came in with
You
stats.
cut her off.
Oh,
That's fine.
sorry.
So I was trying to be kind to you and
Look,
allow you.
You let everybody went away.
I know
now.
everybody went
So
away.
walked
out,
This is why we
non-interesting.
shouldn't fight on actual, live
Our
stage.
viewers are dropping quickly.
Ah, they're falling out. They're
Live
falling
and
out.
otherwise. Yeah, I don't know 2015. It doesn't say here. It just uses it as a point.
Glad that you were pointing,
Yeah.
reading through that.
Yeah, it doesn't really say it here.
Trish
anyway,
Delaney,
so-
you will be on this list next year, 2021.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what else is there? Are you still going through the list? Stop it. Pay
No, that's
attention.
all I got.
I was talking to
Oh, for
Brandon.
me?
Yeah, I was. So I just did a recalculation search. So
Am I 220
Ooh.
now?
no, this would be based. Well, let me do it off total number of units sold.
Total number of units
So
sold.
the total number of units, the top guy had 507.
Who was
Is
the
that
top
George?
guy?
George Kiprios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll try to find you as I scroll to the bottom of this list.
Ew.
Just kidding.
Listen, I'm on the list.
You're probably
I'm on the list. I think that's the
of
important
the
part,
which
right?
list?
You're tied for number 88,
Oh, see, I like this list better.
but that's numbers of transactions.
Yes.
Number of transactions.
That means that my transaction
Transaction
yeah.
sides.
Okay.
Oh, number of
So
Total.
Somebody could have a ton more transaction sides and make a lot less money than somebody that has more sales volume, because sales volume is where the
commissions
We get
commissions
paid.
are typically based off the volume. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So the transaction.
But in a company like ours, where agents pay us per
Transaction.
transaction sides matter.
makes sense.
Matter.
That makes sense. All right.
Sort of. Whatever.
Sure. If you say so.
Okay.
All All right, we talked about the eviction moratorium,
Yes.
right? That
I'll
might be
update you guys
extended
next
till
week.
September. Keep us posted on what's going on with you. I will tell you that I have a couple of rentals that I manage, and I'm not getting as much. Like they're starting to finally get rented. It was like people stopped looking over the last month
Really?
until like a couple of days ago, and we must have received tons of applications on every single one of my rentals.
Do you remember Brandon made the comment that he thinks the reason why the inventory and things dipped just because people weren't working at the time? I really do feel like that happened. January 1st, everybody just decided to get their business cards back in their wallets, take out the holiday, the credit cards, and they went back to work.
Yeah.
In all areas, right? Even in trying to find people rentals and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your, what would we call that? Your not myth. I'm out of a word on that one.
I don't know. How's your 75 hard going, Shelly? Mine's great.
My whole 30 is amazing.
So you're not doing 75 hard anymore.
She's going to roll
she's
her
gonna
whole
try to blame
30
me,
into
watch.
75 hard, right?
No, I'm not doing 75 hard. I stopped that day. What day did you quit?
See, I told you she was going to blame me.
No,
I knew
no.
that was happening. I just
'Cause
said that. I
know-
called that.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
I didn't do it
I
because
didn't
of that.
quit.
Yeah.
So let me explain this to you. I very, 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 I don't know what the varies we're going to come to, but I do remember explaining to you that I was never going to do a full blown hard. It was going to be,
Whoa.
it was going to be,
Sorry, Vandana's mom.
it was going to be a somewhat hard or a
There's
hardish.
such a thing because that doesn't work. Have
It
you
does
ever done
work,
that before
because
with a
here's-
somewhat hard?
okay,
Does not work that way.
So let me try.
The wet noodle.
That shit does not work.
So
Sorry, Mom.
I know. And it's funny because Alex is probably thinking the same
And
thing.
Alex.
It
Sorry,
was-
Alex.
Did you see up there where Alex says if he was a girl, he would be you?
Thanks.
That's
I don't
it's not a compliment.
I don't know. I'm taking it as
It
one.
just means you're the female version of Alex.
No. You take that shit back right now.
That's what he said.
So the thing with 75 hardish, right, is that it has changed.
There's not a thing, but
Yes,
okay.
there is. It's my thing,
All
and it can
right.
be my thing,
It
and I can
can.
have a thing, and you're not the boss of me. So with 75 hardish, I can do the fact that I'm like actually walking outside, doing some form of activity, which is not normal for me, going through the 10 pages of reading. Like
So
So
that's
let's just
actually,
call it a Vandana Bala
So
challenge.
did you park your car outside? Is that why you walk outside?
No, it's 45 minutes of walking outside.
Every day.
Yes.
That you've done.
Yes.
She walks slow.
Come on.
Will you come on?
Really?
And then as soon as I get my treadmill back in, Beta and Tyson are going to help me this weekend. They said they would, but they haven't given me a date and time. But they
Aw,
said
good
they
job,
would. And I'm
Beta.
calling your asses out right now.
They'll take payment in Bitcoin.
No, they take
Crypto.
payments
Or
in food for flicking flacking sake.
Yeah.
They have.
What's the investment on that?
Yeah, exactly. The investment on my food. Have you ever
It's very
had my
good.
cooking?
Yes.
So I think that it helps. I think that it helps refocus. So Saturday, which is normally my pajama days, like I don't even.
You have a pajama day every week?
Yes. So on Saturday,
Multiple times a week.
so Saturday.
Thank you, COVID.
I no, but it's also no. I mean, like where I just don't do anything. I just watch TV and I just relax.
I
and just-
cannot do that.
I
How do
know.
you do it?
It takes time. It's
I-
you should
I
do
can-
you should do my somewhat hard. Totally.
My usually down day is Sundays. usually.
Yeah. Well, most people take Sundays, right? I like to take Saturdays because everybody else does Sundays, but it's fine. Because then I get 2 days.
But a down
But all
day,
the
do you
good
wear
football games are on Sunday.
Do you wear
But
pajamas
you can
and
watch
stuff?
you can watch TV during
Oh.
pajama day. That's totally
That's
allowed.
why I do it on Sunday.
Yeah, stop picking on me, Alex said. So, Alex, you and I are going to be the best like friends forever.
I would just say, what do you
Look at
want,
all the
Alex?
look at all the nice things he's saying about me. You people listen to him.
It's because you're wearing his favorite color
So,
is green.
I think
Saturday.
Kay's hacked his account. This is all coming from Kay.
Totally.
So Saturday, I woke up. I read, I did my 10 pages of reading, right? And as I was reading, I was like, wow,
You're
there's
reading 10 pages a week?
a day.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure.
Bitch, please. Sorry, can I say that?
Yes, exposed.
You already
They're
did.
adults on Facebook.
Okay. So 10 pages a day, which is, I mean, some days I'll get to 11, but
Whoa.
maybe 12.
Don't stretch yourself.
Well, it's the timing thing, right? Because it
It does take time.
it takes time to read, and so I do the reading and then the walking.
All
and then
you
the
got to
just-
do on the app is just.
Can
speed
you
it
let me
up
finish my
to,
sentence? You
like,
know how
one
old
and a
I'm getting?
half
I'll forget
times?
this shit. So, no.
You're not actually reading with your eyes, are you?
Yes.
Wow.
I have to put on glasses and stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's
have to
part of the
legitimately-
75 hard dish is that you have to legitimately read a book.
They have books on tape.
I know.
You
but
can't do
you
it.
can't do audio.
Audio. So I've been reading.
It's
Forget
hard-
it.
it's
I'm not telling my
hard-ish.
story anymore.
Hard-ish.
Hard-ish, right.
I'm not doing it.
Von-
I'm done. I'm done
That's a
telling my
wrap,
story.
folks. Thank you so much for
Thanks so much for listening in.
joining us
If you want to
today.
hear about my 75 hardish, you call me. You let me know.
She'll be on wrapping up the rest of the.
She'll be on the wrap-up show later this week.
Exactly.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ah. That's it, Betamax. We're done, huh?